Hey guys, I just want to say thanks a lot for the support with the YouTube channel. It's new and we're trying to get better. I did some interviews at the winter warm-up today. This is the raw video, but I wanted to share it with you. We chat with Cal Gibson and Sonny Gray. Here you go. Well, it's winter warm-up and it's time to meet the new St. Louis Cardinals, including Kyle Gibson, who the Cardinals signed to be a member of their starting rotation. You're a Mizzou guy, right? So this seemed like it happened early. Mo said you wanted to be here, and here you are. So tell us about your interest in the Cardinals.
It seems like for me it's been a few years, kind of hoping that it would happen. All my wife's family, grew up 40 minutes from here. So all I heard about the last 13, 14 years since we've been dating and married is all about the Cardinals. So when we moved back here in 2017, it was just one of those things that I kind of hoped would happen at some point, and I just don't know that the organization was quite in the right spot, the last few years. And when we talked to Mo and it seemed like there was mutual interest, it was exciting because, being at home, we got 4 kids, a little bit more time around them, and being able to play in front of these fans that are so loyal, so passionate, couldn't ask for a better situation.
So you're a guy who gives innings, usually very good innings, but talk about where you are in your career and what your expectations are for yourself this season.
I don't know that anybody has higher expectations for me than I do. I expect myself to compete every 5 days, be out there, rain or shine, and give it everything I have. It's good to eat innings, but like you said, I want to give quality innings and be a guy that's relied upon to make 32 starts and give the team a chance to win every single time. So that changes, right? Game to game. Sometimes you can give up 3 runs and you give a team a chance, and sometimes you give up 2 and you never had a chance. So just really try to put an importance on being able to be out there, being diligent in my preparation, and making sure that I'm giving myself the best chance to be successful.
In terms of stuff, what has to go right for you to give the quality innings you're looking for?
When I changed my slider a little bit and made it go side to side and the sweeper, right? That kind of shifted a little bit of how I use, my repertoire a little bit. I didn't throw as many sliders to lefties. That's something that I want to do a little bit more this year, but that allowed me to work on my curveball a lot, and I think that really made it a better pitch. So having 5, 6 offerings gives me a lot of weapons to use, and I think that's one thing that might have helped me in the last few years is adding the cutter in 21 and retooling some of these pitches has given me the chance to really have a lot of different weapons when I take the mound. And those games, those games where you can go out there with 5 or 6 weapons, you can have a little bit of fun.
So you're part of the overhaul of the starting rotation. The guys that Mo brought in, they're not exactly youngsters. I mean that in a nice way, a veteran way.
Yeah.
We're talking experience. But you guys are aware of what went wrong with the Cardinals last year and what you guys need to be this season for the Cardinals to get to where they want to be, right?
Starting pitching, to me, I've said this for a long time, starting pitching does not bring confidence to a team because confidence comes from the position players, right? Like scoring runs gives the team confidence, playing defense, confidence. But we can have consistency. If you know every day going out there, your starting pitcher is going to give you this type of effort, and when he leaves, it might be the 6th, 7th inning, and you're going to be within a run, that gives the team a lot of consistency day in and day out. And if we can do that, which I think this group can, I think it just unlocks the offense, doesn't put as much pressure on them, gives the defense same thing, not as much pressure on them. And that bullpen down there, there's a lot of good bullpen arms down there, but if we can get into the 6th inning consistently, that really helps those guys out.
So I know you know Lance Lynn a little bit, and I haven't talked to you before. The difference is you seem nice.
Lance, you got to kind of dig down a little bit in Lance.
He's awesome,
I've seen a lot of the vintage Lance when he was back in St. Louis, and I already told you this morning, that's how I know you is when Lance gazes at you and says, "Good morning, Jim." That was some of my best moments that I watched his interview. So, no, Lance is a cuddly little bear. You just got to poke him a little bit.
No, he's great. He's a constant delight. That's what his teammates say. And kind of a pain, even for the media. Last thing, you're a Mizzou guy. Mizzou had sort of a breakout year for football. I don't know if you're one of those guys that's walking around going, M-I-Z-Z-O-U. If you're doing that, but how did you follow it? Was it fun for you?
Yeah, I stay in touch with a lot of Mizzou stuff. The head coach when I was there is now the pitching coach. A really good friend of mine, Carrick Jackson, is now the head coach of the baseball team, and then the football team is obviously doing great. The basketball team had a great year last year. So part of living in Missouri was being close to Mizzou still and staying connected. That place, my wife went there, she was a gymnast there, so both of our hearts were at Mizzou for a long time, and it's important for us to stay connected. But it was definitely a lot of fun watching that football team, and we're really looking forward to what baseball's going to do this year too.
Just so you know, if you think these questions are bad, they're only going to get worse from here on out. At least you and me.
You know what? I understand. It's the questions after the bad games that get you. So I can't wait to talk to you then.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
Well, I got a baseball in my hand at all times. I learned that from Sonny Gray at his news conference because he feels better when the ball's in his hand, and I'm trying to pick up on that too. You got one.
Yeah, I'm gonna pocket.
So awesome.
Yeah, Gunner brought it for me.
So you signed on the dotted line. You're a Cardinal, and then this is really, I guess, the first taste of what it's like to be a Cardinal at the winter warm-up. So what has the experience been like for you?
It's been great. It's neat. It's good to have like I said earlier, it's good to have my family here to have them experience it as well, because to me, I need that. I need them to have fun, to enjoy it. It makes me better. So it's been great. I know winter warm-ups, it's super cool. The fans get excited. There's a lot of people here, as there should be. I mean, it's exciting. I mean, it's kind of baseball season is right around the corner, and yeah, it's neat. It's neat to be here. It's neat to see things. It's cool. This little ballpark village, I've never been in or done anything, but it's a neat setup over here.
Very cool. So you had talked about who you were as a pitcher, a competitor, a guy with an edge. I think you said, I'm not here to make friends, I'm here to get guys out. And I just read a piece about how you go about your workouts. And they said that you blocked off some time and you went one to the other, and it's all business. Tell me about that and how you get ready for the season, because spring training is almost upon us.
Yeah, it is. It's just, for me, it's important because you can get pulled in so many different directions. You've got kids going to school, you've got family all over, which is I love all of it. I absolutely do. But at the same time, it's like I've just learned that you've got to take some time to yourself. And for me, it's when I go work out and when I go get ready for baseball stuff. It's I got 2.5 hours, and I can put my phone in a bag and not mess with it. And I have this book that I write in, and I kind of write things that I need to get accomplished that day, and then you just go get it done, and you just fully commit yourself to that time. And then when you're done, you take a breath and you breathe, and you drink some water, and you eat some food, and then you go enjoy your day and enjoy your life, and spend time with the people that you love, and you enjoy every minute of it. But when it's time for me to go to work, whether it's working out and now and stuff, then I'm there for a reason. I'm not just kind of there to just kind of like, let's half-heartedly be here and just kind of go through the motions. I've just learned that just doesn't work for me. And if I want to continue to pitch and perform at a high level, then there's things that I need to do, and there's things that I need to accomplish, and just take the time to get them done.
I think James Nail, who works out with you, said that you're the most competitive person he's ever seen. You talked about that when they had the news conference when you signed. That edge, that competitiveness, where does that come from? Have you always had that? Where do you think that drive comes from?
I think I've had it, and then you just learn how to use it. You learn how to practice it. You learn how to get better at it. I think I've always had it to some extent, especially when I am rolling and doing things. And it's a good reminder too of like when you don't have it or whatever, then you better find a way to get it back, and you better find a way to get it back quick. I think it's practiced. I think you have it, but I do think it's practiced. I think you can get better at it at all times. And I enjoy working out with James. We've gotten to know each other last couple months, and I have enjoyed that. And I learned a lot from him. I think Steven Matz is there as well, so I learned a lot from him. And just I also just believe like just going through your work and doing your things, people can learn a lot as well, maybe from you. But I'm a believer of don't talk about it, be about it. I think you have conversations, you need to do things, but that can only go a certain far unless you live it, unless you live it out in real time and in real life. So yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's just I think it's practice. I think you have it. I think it's practice, and I think it's important to have.
So last year things went south with the Cardinals quickly, and I think a lot of people would agree. The starting rotation, there were some injuries early on and kind of snowballed. Now they major renovation with the starting rotation. You're the biggest part of that. You got Lance Lynn, you got Gibson. Matz wants to bounce back in a big way. From what you see and what you know about with the other guys in the rotation, how confident are you that this group can be a strength for the Cardinals?
I'm incredibly confident. If I didn't have complete faith and complete confidence in the Cardinals organization and in the direction that we are going, then I may not be sitting here right now. But I do have confidence in it, and I do believe in it, and that's a very important reason that I am here. I've watched all these guys on the staff have incredible years, pitch incredible games, and there's no reason that we can't do that again, or they can't do that again, and I can't do it again, and we can't do it as a group. It's not just gonna be given to us, and I think we as a staff and as a team and as an organization understand that it is something that you're going to have to work for. But I think that everyone's okay with that. I think everyone's okay with putting in the work. I look forward to working with everyone. I look forward to learning from everyone. There's not a staff in baseball that probably has, there's not a staff that has more experience than this staff. You look at the 5 guys that are there now that I mean, they've pitched in big games, they've been around the league, they've seen things. As I sit here and talk about my experiences and things that I've learned, they've all learned a lot about themselves and learned a lot over the course of their careers as well. So something that we're gonna now it's just about getting familiar with each other and knowing what makes this person tick, what makes this person tick, what makes this person go, and learning those and spending time together in spring and watching each other throw and going from there. So there's a lot of experience for sure, but there's still a lot of good things in front of all of us.
Well, I know you felt it. Cardinal fans are excited to get the season going, and you're here at the winter warm-up, so you get to feel that firsthand. Sonny, I'll say it again, welcome. We look forward to watching you pitch, and thanks for the time.
Yes, sir. Thank you.